Hey guys, it's me Talha. Today I am going to walk you through the process of modeling a desert bedroom interior scene in Revit and Enscape. If you are interested in learning more tips and tricks about Enscape, be sure to check out the tutorials on my channel. The link is in the description. And if you find this video helpful, consider supporting my work on Patreon to help me create new videos every week. Now let's get started. First, we will create a 16 foot by 16 foot room. Next, I will create a 6-inch floor. Let's copy this floor to level 2 to create a roof. Now I am going to create a curtain wall here. Let's give it an 8-foot height. And let's load a door family. Now I am going to select this panel by pressing the tab key a couple of times and replace this with the door that I just loaded. And to delete this mullion, first let's select the mullion, unpin it and delete. And to see the door handle, we need to change the detail level to fine. Here I am creating another floor. I will create a duplicate because we want to apply a different material to it later on. Here I am creating a small wall around it. And let's go back to level 1. I am going to create a 2-inch wall that will have the same height as the other walls. Let's leave a 5-foot gap on this side and 3 feet 7 inches on this side. Now let's create a section and go to the section view by double clicking on this level head. Here I want to create grooves on this wall using wall reveal, but first I will create a new 1-inch groove profile family. Let's load it into our project and select wall reveal from this drop down. Create a duplicate and then use the profile that we just created. Let's create 2 vertical wall reveals, one on this side and another one here. I'm going to flip this section and create wall reveals on this wall as well. Let's create two vertical wall reveals and a horizontal one at 8 feet high. So our room is ready. Let's work on the ceiling. I'm going to leave a 5-inch gap on the corners for the cove light. Now we can go ahead and start Enscape and create a new camera view. Of course, we will change the camera position later on after adding the assets. For now, we want to use it to get an idea of what it's going to look like. Once we are done creating the camera view, we can go ahead and start working on the materials. First, we will create new materials in Revit so we can edit them in the Enscape material editor. After creating the materials in Revit, we can move on to the next part, which is editing the materials in the Enscape material editor. Let's resume Enscape, and I will be using all the materials from Enscape material library. Here I am using a different displacement map for the walls. Let's pause Enscape and add assets to the scene. I will be using assets from the Enscape assets library and the blocks plugin. Here I just noticed that I forgot to change the space between the mullions. That's what I'm doing now. I'm going to move the door as well. So I have added the assets to the scene as well. Now let's add the lights. I will fast forward this part as well. If you want to watch an in-depth video about creating black strip lights in Revit, feel free to check out the tutorial link in the description. I think we are ready to render the scene in Enscape. But before that, I will adjust the camera view and the sun position until I achieve the desired results. Once it's done, I will save the view and open up the visual settings. I will be using this default desert HDRI. I am just experimenting with the rotation until I achieve the desired results. And it looks perfect now. In the main tab, I will add some outlines and increase the exposure. Don't worry if it looks too bright. We can adjust the highlights in the image tab, like so. And let's reduce the shadows as well. Next, I will reduce the saturation. I want to increase the color temperature a little bit as well. Let's remove all these effects. In the atmosphere tab, I will reduce fog and adjust the sun brightness, remove shadow sharpness, and adjust artificial light brightness slightly, and increase ambient brightness to 100%. And that's it. Our scene is now ready to be exported. Before rendering this image, I'm just going to set the rendering quality to Ultra and the resolution to Ultra HD and choose JPEG as the file format. And I will press Ctrl+1, the shortcut key I set to export the renderings. And that's how to create an interior scene in Revit and Enscape. So that's it for this video. I hope you have learned something new. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn on the post notifications. Check out my advanced 3D modeling courses on learnrevitonline.com. And if you found this video helpful, consider supporting my work on Patreon to help me create new videos every week. And that's it. I will see you in the next video.